Hi, this is Allie from Allie Cats Crafts. I'm here to bring you a video on my Jolly Holly stamp set. But it's not just going to be that. I'm highlighting Jolly Holly. I'm also branching out. So what I'm going to use from the Holly Jolly is I will be using the embossing folder. And I won't be cutting it. I'll just be die cutting it, okay, from there. I also will be using the Merry Christmas on it and the holly leaves stamp back, okay? The second thing I'll use is from Paper Pumpkin 2024. I'll be using this cardinal. So I'll be stamping that, which I've already done, stamped it, and fussy cut it out, and I will color it, okay? The next thing we will be using is branching out, because this is what I'm highlighting, the Jolly Holly and the branching out. With that, I'll be stamping this branch on my card, and then I will be die cutting a few of these little branches, okay? Then I'm going to highlight wintry treetops. Don't know if it's retired. This is last year's. I love, love, love this. I will be stamping this out, which I've already done, and die cutting it, and then I will be coloring it and using that on my card. The last thing I'll be using is the 3 banner punch to do what I need to get done, to do the banner at the bottom. So those are the things we're going to be using, and I would like to start with getting my banner, my sentiment done. So I'm going to use garden green ink and make sure everything's in screen. And I will stamp out Merry Christmas. Right there, just like that, okay? Trying to be very careful I don't drop the ink. I tend to be dropping it a lot lately. I don't know. I'm all thumbs right now, I guess. Something of that nature. So I'm going to clean my stamp. So I can go back to it in a little bit. Grab my banner punch. And the sentiment will be all set. So I'm going to put it in here. And I want to do it with this one. Oh, it's going to be a little bit too big. Darn it. Sentiment needs to be closer together. And I can't do it straight if I do that. Let me see. That's going to be too small. We won't be doing that. So I will be fussy cutting. I want to use the banner punch. It's just a tiny bit too small. So I will just, no big deal. I could do pretty straight. At least I think I can. I've always been able to. If it doesn't work out, I'll just get another strip of paper out and we'll go from there. So I'll cut that right there. I'll just cut this out really quick. And then that right there. And let's get it even. There we go. The sentiment is done. No big deal, right? Put this in the trash because I do not need that out and about. Next thing I want to do is I want to color my images. So I'm going to get the dark real red and the light. So I'm going to start with, I want to use the bullet tip. I'm going to color the light color on the cardinal. And I'm using the Stampin' Blends so it blends out real much easier for this particular card, for this particular thing that I'm coloring. Because I could blend them and make the cardinal have dark and lighter colors, which is really a good thing to have. So I'm going to color all the light real red first. Okay, that's the very first step. And I'll tell you how to do a little bit of shading. Well, I'm not the best at shading, I'll tell you right now. But I will show you techniques that I have learned. And the bird does look good in the end. It'll be really, this card will be really cute. Cardinals is one of my most favorite birds. So I just, when I came across what I want to do with this particular card, which you'll think is really cool, it's going to be like a 3D pop-up. So there we go. And then I'm going to grab my darker one. And I'm going to go all these little black spots and highlight them. Go along the bottom. Put a little bit up here where his little crown is and just bring it up over that way. Highlight his back. Bring it around. Do his little feathers. Just put little lines there. Okay. And I'm going to go back in with the light color. And I'm going to blend it. Just bring it in a little bit. Just like that. Blend it in so it's not so harsh. So you're just kind of blending it in. And it'll automatically be shaded after it dries. So that's the cardinal. So now I'm going to grab my red and I'm going to do this little holly bush. So I'm going to color all the berries. Is this the dark? I think it is. Yes. No, that's the light. I want the dark. I grabbed the wrong one. Okay, let's get the right in. We want the dark because we want the berries nice and dark. Color all the berries in. We're only going to do one card tonight because there's a lot of stuff put into this. But it's going to be an amazing card when it's done. Guaranteed. I will have one other product from Stamps of Life. It's my die cut. My card die cut thing that I want to do. Now I could do it all by hand. And I'll give you the measurements so you can do it by hand if you don't have this die. But I just really like this die. So now I'm going to bring in Shaded Spruce, dark, the bullet end. And I'm going to go through and I'm going to do all these little branches in Shaded Spruce. Now this is a lot of detail. I should probably bring my camera a little bit closer. Let me see what I could do so you can see it better. Now I gotta make sure I stay in the picture. So I'm gonna do all these little small parts here, just really slow, because if you go fast, you mess up your coloring, trust me, I know. I wanna stay in the lines the best I can, but you know what? A lot of people don't even notice that. I wanna color in the branches a little bit. So I'm just going along and just coloring all these little spots. There's another. And I'm only doing the mistletoe right here. I'm highlighting the mistletoe from, the holly one. So this is all, I'll show you what I'm talking about. The little holly pieces are these pieces. So I'm highlighting the mistletoe first, okay? This is a really pretty, this winter one. Oh, I made so many cards last year with it. And I used the cardinal out of the paper pumpkin thing. So remember, if you have paper pumpkin stuff, my friend Allie says, she goes, use what you buy. You paid for it, right? She's right. Use what you have. Totally makes sense. So I'm using what I have. And I needed to bring this in to do this card because I really wanted a bird. Now I looked through my bird stamps and then I came across the winter one that I chose, the wintry treetops. And I thought, oh, when I opened up, I saw a cardinal that I had pre-stamped and stuck in there so that I could remember. I'm going, oh, I got to get my cardinal out. So that's when I got that guy out. So now I'm going to take my Mossy Meadow light, and I don't want that end. And I'm going to color these other leaves. And that's going to be the hollies with the little berries. See the little berries right there? All those colored. I thought about coloring this before the video. I thought, no, it might be nice to have it colored and I could talk to you while I'm doing it. As long as I pay attention too, right? Go along, color all this. Won't take too long. And you don't have to press hard because the ink just pretty much flows out of it. That's what's nice about Stampin' Rights. So I'm done with that. the next thing I need to do is I need to look back at it. Bring in this shaded spruce again. I saw a couple little lines that I missed. Like all of these. Up to the berries. This one. And that one. Just kind of go back and look at it. Okay, it looks like I got everything that time. So those two pieces are done. The next thing you're going to do is I've already started to do this so that you'll know what to do. I embossed this, but I didn't use the cutting thing. See how it looks embossed? And I started taking my thing, and I am now inking just the leaves to bring out that color of the holly. Originally, when I was going to do this card, I kept looking and I go, oh, I want to do holly, but I'm going, there has to be a picture in the back. It can't just be that in the back. It needs more. So then that's when I pulled out the winter one. I'm going, oh yeah, this is what it needs. So I have to highlight my holly so that you can know that that's what I used. And this is a really cool, if you don't have this set, I really think you should get it. I know I probably say this every video. Lori surprised me with it, and I'm so glad she did. It wasn't on my radar. I looked at it and go, oh, I like that, but I don't need it right now. I have enough. And all of a sudden, surprise! It's like a great surprise. I am not complaining at all. So now I've done that. So I am going to, this is my card, 8.5 by 5.5, scored and folded. So I'm going to glue that right to the front of that card. Oh, wait, I forgot to do I need to get my dark color out because this is what the little holly berries, I colored them instead of doing something else because there's going to be stuff in front of this. Actually, I don't want to glue it yet. I want to do a couple other things first. I forgot. Okay. Now, I want to start putting together the background for this. But I need to get out my branch from branching out. I'm going to use that branch. I'm going to stamp it on there. So I have my pecan pie. Let's move this guy's out of the way. I will need my Stampin' Paris mat so I get a good stamp because I've already embossed it, so I need to be very careful. Let me pull out a tiny bit so you can see a little bit better. There we go. A tiny bit more. There we go. So now I'm going to ink up my branch, and I need to have, actually there's no ink anywhere on this because I'm going to have to press kind of hard. Because it has been embossed, I need to make sure I press a little bit harder than normal to get it in all the surfaces. So I'm rocking it and getting it around, and oh, that turned out really good. I'm very pleased. So I want to do this a couple times so I can bring this branch in. Show its glory, you know? Do it again. There, that looks good. And one more time. Because you know it is winter. It's going to be some brown branches. So I'm going to pull off this ink. I need to get a little something for that. So I don't want that ink to get on my card. I put a lot of work in this. I don't want to mess up my card. You know what I mean? So now I'm going to bring it up here a little bit higher. So it'll be a background right in front of those holly branches. Oh, that's exactly what I wanted. That's perfect. So I'll close up my ink so I don't get myself in trouble here. I need to grab a baby wipe to clean off my hands. I got a bunch of ink already on my hands. That's what I do. So there, that part's done. This branching out stamp, oh, I love it. I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it. So now, I die cut the branches from the branching out right there. I also dyed some other ones from the winter treetops. These ones right here. So I'm going to put together my card and my cardinal. My little, oh, I forgot to color his beak. Crumb cake. I almost forgot his little beak. And his little footies. Poor little guy. Okay, I'm going to get the light color. So I want the top of his beak to show up a little bit of color. There we go. I'll bring my crumb cake back in to blend it up really good. There we go. So there's his beak. See how cute he looks? A little bit of red on it. So now I want to put these branches on here. So I'm going to get my glue and just start layering them. So I'll put the first one down kind of low. I'll grab another branch. I'm basically going to layer it and then set my cardinal in amongst it. I'll put this one right here. Okay. Check out where my cardinal's going to go. I think he's going to go about right there. Okay, so I need to put a couple more branches around him. Let's put one right here. Oops. Pin's not going to help me. It's not glue. Grabbing my pin, silly me. So I want to take and tuck it up under here so it looks like it's coming out from somewhere else. I'll glue it down. Let's put my bird down. Actually, I need to dimensionalize him. Where's my dimensionals? They are right here. I want to use some minis. Put one right there. Bring my little bird into life here, right? I want to put one on the end of his tail, but I think it needs to be cut down a little bit smaller. Okay. Let's pull back the backing. Well, let's put another one right here on his back. Right there. Okay. Let's take out the backings. I'm just tossing it to the side. Let's stick my cardinal right in here amongst these branches. There you go, my little friend. Actually, I want it down a little bit lower. Let's stick him right down in amongst there. There we go. So he's kind of hidden in the branches, but not quite. Because when I lay him in here, I want his head to show up really good, see? So it's going to kind of be like that. And this is going to be over the top. So there's a plan. So let's grab my dimensionals, and let's put it right behind this branch. Put one. I'll stick it down. That way it sticks up a little bit. We'll bring this branch in behind. So you want the bird to look like he's sitting in a nest. Nest of branches. It doesn't have to be a lot, but it should be a nest of them. So this branching out is a beautiful bundle. Trust me. If you don't have it, I would get it. Seriously. I know I recommend a lot of these things, but trust me, it's nice. It's a nice set. So I'm going to put some glue on this. And we'll move it down and around here. I'm going to give him lots of branches to hide his little self in. I need to bring this one up. I think I need to just do that. Do a little bit of surgery on this guy's stuff. I think it needs to go right about there. Okay. And I'm liking it so far. I hope you are. Really do. So let's grab some more dimensionals. Put one right here. There. And bring that branch over there. So it's right below him. Give a little surgery there. He doesn't need all that other stuff there. And let's get another dimensional out because I want to put it behind this branch right here. let's take and trim it so it doesn't look like that from the other side. You don't see the white. There we go. Put it right there. So it has the holly in the background, which is beautiful. And make sure which way my card is going. Let's move all this stuff out of the way so we have room. Now I want to make sure it opens up that way and glue that straight down like that. Get it nice and centered. I think I want to drop it down a tad bit more because it's going to have this, see how high that goes up? So you won't be able to see. And I want to have it so that when that little piece hangs down, it'll look really good. So there's the front so far. I can stop right there if I want, because that looks beautiful right there. But I'm not. Ha ha ha. So now, the next thing we're going to do, that part's done. We're going to grab my Stampin' Pierce mat again. And now we are going to use the stamp out of my Jolly Holly, this one. And we're going to use Real Red ink. We're going to do color on color. We're going to decorate this because I didn't want it so plain. Let me cover my glue really quick. I got my warm jacket sweater, has a hood on it. I love it. Okay, so let's do this. We're going to do color to it. So we don't need anything right there, but we want it right just all over this card. So we're going to put one there, one there. So we're bringing that holly in. I just wanted to decorate this thing. I'm just using the Real Red. It's called monochromatic, I think. I don't quote me on that. I could be totally wrong. So we're just bringing in this stamp. So this is decorated a little bit. It's not so plain. And I don't really have to do this area, but I'm doing it anyways. Okay, let's see. So this is what it looks like. See how? See the color right there? So now we're done with that. The next thing we're going to do, got that part done and that part done. Now I need to grab, and I forgot to cut this up. Or did I? I have one right here. Let me see if this is the right size. Open up this really quick. Yeah, this is from the card base from last month's Paper Pumpkin, and looks cute. So let's take and stamp out this from the kit. It says May. Oops, I just dropped my thing. Hold on. My little thingy there. My brush. So I'm going to stamp. Let me get my Stampin' Pierce mat, which is right over here. May the spirit of the season bring you hope, happiness, and love. And I dropped it. Why am I doing this? I don't know. I just do it. So let's do this. Watch. Oh, I don't want that in red. I want to do it in cleaned off really good. Put too much water in my cleaner thing. Mistake, right? So let's grab my greenery. And then we'll do some holly too. Okay. Just looking for a block. They're all being used sometimes. I think I'll take this Happy Merry Christmas off of here really quick and set it over there. Grab my green ink. And we will stamp some greenery down here. And no one will know anything. We'll do a little bit up on top too, so it looks really nice. So there we go. That looks really good. I like that. Covered up my silliness, and I don't need to do anything else with that because that looks really good. So let's take this, move this out of the way, and glue this on the inside of the card. And the inside will be done. Put that right there. There we go. And now I want to show you what I have, the stamp I use, or the dies. So I get stuff from Stamps of Life, and I could do this by hand. However, she makes it so I could do it really good, fast and easy. It's a rounded window thing, and it comes with the card base right there. And it comes with these dies. So Stampin' Up! Buys these dies. So if you have these dies, you can make this card, and I'm going to show you. So I will die cut it like this. Then I'll take a regular card and I'm going to glue it on the front. But if you don't have this die set, and just remember, if you want to go get it, A2 rounded window die cut set from Stamps of Life. Okay? This is what you do, and I'll tell you the measurements. So you want to cut a sheet of paper that's 6 1/4 inches. You will then score it at 1/2 of an inch, 1 inch, and move down. You can actually just turn it around and do the same thing. 1/2 an inch and 1 inch. Then you'll take your die and whatever size you choose, I think I chose that one, from Stampin' Up! If you have that, and you put it in the middle where you want it, and you just run it through. You can run it through first, then do the die, then do the scoring if you want to. Okay, so then you're going to take your thing, you're going to fold it right here, and you need a bone folder. This is what makes the card do its thing. Get that out of the way. Put all this stuff out of the way. I've got a lot of stuff in my way. All my branches, set them out of there. Okay, so leave that right there. You're going to grab that, and then you're going to fold it back. Okay, so that's the look you're looking for. And you're going to do the same thing. You're going to fold this side first. And you're going to fold it like this. Like that. Just like that. Good. Bring that back in. The next thing you want to do, so this is your top and this is your bottom, right? You're going to grab your stamped sentiment that you had, and you're going to glue it to the front of your card. Wherever you want it. I did a small thin one on purpose, because I want to do it right here in the middle, on the bottom. Oops, I dropped it. It's a little hard thing to hold. Such a small thing. I could use my tweezers, but why do that? It's too easy, right? So I'm going to find the middle. I'm going to lay it on there and then move it around so it looks straight. Bring that down a tiny bit. And it looks like it's in the middle. That's where to go, just like that. Then you're going to grab this one. You're going to pretty much do the same thing. Put some glue right there and right there. You're going to look at your card. You're going to stick it in the middle. And Make sure it's even around all the edges. Look at your edges. And this is you don't want to exceed this part, because if you do, it won't fit in your envelope. So that's the look we're going through for. So let's get this glue down really good. Make sure it sticks on there. And I want to put a little bit of glue right here, because I didn't put any there. I'll look over here and see what I need. I need some glue right here too. Okay. Hold it down. Get it nice and glued. Okay, we're getting close. So the next thing you're going to do, so you have your card. You're going to put some glue on this side. So you're going to start, you're only going to do one at one time. One side at a time. You're going to take this thing here, and you're going to line it up so it's perfectly aligned with the side of your card. From the top to the bottom, see how it looks? And you're going to hold it down. You're going to press it. Okay, give it a little while to stick. Just hold on to it. Okay, press it down. Keep pressing. It's a very easy card, and you don't have to have this die set, but this makes your life easier. You could do a whole bunch of cards really fast. Hold it down. Okay, now it's stuck. Now I'm going to grab the other side. I'm going to put glue on it. Make sure you put enough on there, but don't make it so that goes everywhere, because it'll stick where you don't want it to stick. Now, this is where it's kind of a little bit tough. You're going to grab your thing. You're going to pull it over there. Get it so it's lined up. Same thing. Help it around. Okay. See how I got it right there? I'm going to flatten it out and push it down. Hold it down. Make sure it's lined up every direction. Okay, just hold it there for a little bit. Okay, so when it goes in the envelope, it's going to be flat, see? But when they receive it, it's going to pop up. And look at that. See how it pops up? And you see my bird. It looks like a 3D card. Merry Christmas. Very fun. I love this. Turned out really good, I think. You open it up, and there it is. May the spirit of Christmas, may the spirit of the season bring you hope, happiness, and love. And you got a 3D of your cardinal. Look at that cardinal. Isn't it cute? So I brought in, how many stamp sets again? Holly Jolly. And I brought in the die cuts for it and the embossing folder. I brought in branching out, which is wonderful. You're going to see more stuff. Wintry tops and a paper pumpkin. None of my other stamps have a small cardinal like that. So that's why I had to bring this one in. So there's our card. Now, envelope time. That won't take long at all, trust me. Here's myself an envelope. Yep, perfect. Envelope will be very easy to do, fast. So we will grab the branches. Where's the stamp? There it is. I had to look for my stamp. Do not drop the ink this time, right, Allie? Stamp my little branches across here. Okay. And then over here, I want to do 1, 2, and 3. And then another one right there. And now oh my goodness, I took this down. I got to try and put it back together. This is the hard part. You got to line up on this line. So Christmas. And if you stamp it one at a time, it doesn't line up. For me, it doesn't. So I pick one of my lines. So I'll pick this line. I think you can see what I'm doing. Yes, you can. Just want to make sure you can see. So I'm going to grab that and set that right there. So the letters will line up on there. I'll put that one right there. And I will grab my block. Put it on there. Now I will get my scratch paper to make sure have it lined up, my red ink. And I want a good stamped image. So I need to close this so I don't get myself in trouble. And I will do a sample of how it looks. And that looks pretty good. So now I'm going to take this. I'm going to stamp Merry Christmas right here on the bottom. There we go. Let's close this ink up. And here's the envelope. Nice little Merry Christmas and a little greenery. And here's our card again. Now we can add bling to this, which I think we might need to. I didn't even think about that. Now, the bling that came in the paper pumpkin, I don't like it. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring... No, I'm going to do this. Because this, I'll put like a few here and there. Maybe I'll put two, one right there, and one right there. And I'm going with this because it's flat. I thought this would be a better option. Brings in just a little sparkle. Put that one right there. There we go. And I don't know, do I want to do anything else? I have plenty of this bling. Maybe I'll, oh, I got this one too. No, I'm not going to mix and match. I'm committed to one thing, right? So let's put one right there. And I'm feeling like I need to do one over here. And I don't know why. That's 4. I got to throw another one somewhere else. Let's get that up a little bit higher. There. Where do I want one? I don't know. Well, you know what we could do? Let's do this. Let's throw some up here. 1, 2, and 3. Let's get my taker pick. That will help me out a little bit. Here it is, right over here. Let's put one right there. And one right there. And one right here. There we go. Now it's done. I like that. Let me pull this back a little. There we go. So there's the card. Nice 3D. As you can see, it's all popped up. So when it goes in the envelope, it just goes nice and flat. And it opens up. So that's our card. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful evening. And don't forget to like and share my video. Appreciate that. Bye.